Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel Mayta What Ifs. Today I am back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Unlocked His Mind. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie and my own idea. Now before continuing this is a bit dark story in the beginning, but the rest of the story is fine, so a bit heads up. And yeah, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my other channels as well. And I know I haven't been able to give this channel much time, but I'm gonna try my best to do so now, as well as the other channels. So yeah, make sure you drop the like button and leave a like and drop the comment in the comment section. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins 6 years after the QB attack. It was nighttime in Konoha, and the village was celebrating the 6th-year anniversary of the QB's defeat. While most people were busy doing that, a group of vengeful and rage-induced people were chasing after the 6-year-old resident orphan Jinchuriki of Konoha, Naruto Uzumaki. The boy was at Ichiraku Ramen, his usual spot, which allowed him to come in and sit and eat in peace. And after he has done that, he was returning back towards his home because he knew situation might get a bit troublesome if he stayed out. And that is what happened when he got dragged into an alleyway, only to get out of their grip and dash to the outside. And now he was being chased through the streets of Konoha. The people and shinobis alike, which were drunk, just watched him run away with pointing fingers and laughing. And Naruto, he for the first time was in fear of his life because the people were chasing him not with their bare hands but with weapons. Kunais from senmons to even katanas were in their hands. Naruto knew if he get caught by them, he will be cut down into pieces and killed, so he had to run away. But unfortunately, he took the wrong turn and slammed himself into a dumpster while going towards an alleyway that was blocked. As soon as that happened, Naruto, before he could get up, a man stomped onto his back, causing him to be in agony. He was a 6-year-old child, so obviously he would have felt a lot of pain. And so, that is when they grabbed him and slammed him against the wall. What should we do with him? Not here, said one of them as the leader asked. Then where? I know a facility. It's an abandoned place. It's said to be... what? It's said to be what? It's said to be Orochimaru's base. The snake bastard, huh? Let's take him there. Nobody will suspect us there. And after we're done, we'll just leave him there. And so, they dragged Naruto and arrived to the Forest of Death, where the facility that the man mentioned was. Where is it? As looking at the ground, the man went inside the bushes and picked something heavy up and pushed it to the side. Go downstairs now. I'll cover it up. And so everyone went downstairs as the man was the last one to enter, covering it up again. And downstairs, Naruto, whose hands and feet were tied, was shaking. He was afraid because he knew now that he was captured by them, anything could happen. Naruto knew he had to get out somehow, but he did not know how to. It seems to him that his luck had run out. He had hated these people and to get their attention had pranked them. But he would have never anticipated for his pranks this was the punishment he would get. As soon as he was thrown to the ground, in agony, Naruto, who had been able to get his mouth out of the mouthfold, then said, "What the hell is wrong with you all? I just pranked you for a bit and this is what I get? I'm sorry, okay? I won't do it again." Do you think we care about your stupid pranks? No, this isn't about them. This is about revenge. Revenge? Of what? Said Naruto, now a bit scared. Because if it wasn't about pranks, then what was it that he has done to them that pissed them off so much? You. Quit lying. You know what you are. No, now stop pretending to be a child. What are you talking about? I don't know you. Look, man, this must be a mistake. Please let me go. I promise there won't be any trouble from me or any prank whatsoever. No. If you want to play it like that, then you will get it like that, QB. QB? Are you insane? QB no Yoko is dead. The fourth Hokage killed it. That is what everyone was told. No. You are the Nine Tails. As Naruto's eyes widened. What? No. You're lying. I'm not the Nine Tails. Gigi. You're Gigi. Hiruzen Sarutobi is a liar. He lied to you. He always has. He even lied to us when our loved ones died. My little daughter died. It was you. You who he protected, not us. And now it is time for us to take our revenge. Rough him up badly. And so, the people begin to do that. Naruto was slammed against the wall. Many of the glass faucets that were there were broken on his head and body. Naruto's body was bruised, purple, and even bleeding with huge cuts from different parts. The beating continued for agonizing 3 hours straight, without any rest whatsoever. Naruto begged until he couldn't speak more, and he was passing out of the consciousness, going in and out of a comatose state again and again and again, with a lot of concussions that he was getting on his head. And after that they were tired, one of them said, "What are we gonna do? If the Hokage finds him, then we're done for." Look around. There must be something here that we can burn his body with. Did any one of you did not bring gasoline or a box of matches or whatnot? No, we don't have anything. I have a lighter. Even if you have one, what is it used to us, huh? There's nothing here we can burn. How about this? Said one of them, pointing towards a huge cylindrical tube in which Naruto could fit in, but it was filled with a blue liquid that God knows for how long was there. What even is that? I don't know. As one of them threw a kunai in, a rusted one as the rust began to disappear, and so did the kunai. It's acid, I guess. Good. Throw the body in. We're not gonna leave any evidence. We're done here. After all, this is an abandoned location. Even if the Hokage finds out about this, which I believe he will, we weren't here. We don't know about this. Burn off your clothes as soon as you return. But before going towards your homes, go to a place and there call for your clothes and whatnot. Change, take shower, and then leave. No evidence. And everyone agreed. And so they all left, after dumping Naruto into that cylinder. As the two men dumped him, he screamed in agony. Damn it, the bastard is alive! Careful not to get any stains on you. And so, after Naruto stopped moving and bubbles were coming out of him with a hissing sound in the cylinder, we see all of them left, closing as it is, without anyone noticing. While back in the tube, Naruto was now unconscious. Its wounds, which were open, although they began to heal. Naruto began to shake, his fingers began to twitch, and suddenly his eyes opened, his pupils, they shrank, and his senses, they heightened. As soon as that happened, Naruto realized that all that liquid that he was dropped in was gone. What the? Where am I? Said Naruto, a bit feeling his head fuzzy and whatnot, and couldn't get his thoughts straight. I have to get out of here, said Naruto to himself because his instincts were telling him to. Naruto was able to get out by climbing up, and then he dropped down to the ground. After rolling for a bit on all fours, he then got up. His head was still a bit dizzy, but he was able to see where he was going. And suddenly, after getting outside, throwing the lid off, Naruto, he clutched his head because his ears were ringing until they stopped. What happened? And suddenly the flashbacks kicked in as Naruto got scared so bad that he literally flinched and jolted. So it wasn't a dream. I was beaten. As Naruto then noticed that his body was fine. What the? There's not a single scratch. I have to go and talk to Gigi. And as Naruto was going, he arrived at the gates of Konoha. The other one, not the main one, from where they have taken him. But then Naruto stopped. If I go here, they will see that I'm alive. They will come after me again. So, taking his chances, Naruto observed and then was able to locate a staircase nearby in the alleyway. From there, Naruto jumped up and climbed, and then carefully he traced down a path that without any effort would lead him from rooftop to rooftop without getting detected all the way to the Hokage office. After what seemingly looked like 10 minutes, Naruto was able to make his way there, much faster, without any interruption and suspicions. As Naruto then saw that the ladder way connected to the backside windows of the Hokage office, which allowed him to view the whole village. Naruto arrived there and knocked onto the window. Hiruzen Sarutobi, from his perspective, who was working in his office while rubbing his temples in the late night, was shocked when suddenly his window began to knock, and there he saw Naruto, who looked a bit dizzy and, from the looks of it, exhausted. Dear God, Naruto, what are you doing here so high? As the window was open and he was dragged in, Hiruzen was ready to give him an earful. What happened? He realized as he saw Naruto's clothes had wound marks on them, but his body was fine. I don't know. You tell me. I've been thinking. What are you talking about, Naruto? What happened? I was attacked. I was at the Ichiraku Ramen going home after eating some, and then I got attacked. I told you not to leave. Especially not tonight, you're home, because I know. But I was starving. I had nothing left at home. You promised you will show up, but you never did. As Hiruzen felt bad and looked down. I'm sorry, Naruto. I was a bit busy, as you can see. I don't care about that. As I was saying, they dragged me, but I was able to get away at first. But then, due to an accident, I got caught, and they took me to some lair they called, I believe, Orochimaru's lair. What? Where? The Forest of Death, near the second gate. It's only nearby. So there is a base that was still undiscovered. Some say it was, some say it wasn't. I don't know who was it, but someone said so. I can remember their faces if you want me to. Good. We will do that later. But what happened? They beated me there for 3 hours. I was going in and out of consciousness. But Naruto, I know. That is why I'm confused. I thought maybe it was hallucination, but it was real. And then they threw me from in a tube which had blue liquid in it. I thought it was acid, and it hurted for a bit, but then everything stopped. As Naruto then began to detect Hiruzen, who gulped, tried to look away. The small details of a person who was trying to avoid this. Why are you trying to avoid this? Huh? What? No, I'm not trying to avoid anything. The fear in your voice and stutter suggests that you are. Gigi, is there something you're not telling me? Not at all, Naruto. There's nothing left to tell you. What about the Kyuubi angle? What about it? It's dead. No. The people said that I am the Kyuubi. They're lying. Then why am I beaten for 3 whole hours? On a baseless accusation. They will be punished, Naruto. Just tell me the truth. Why do I resemble the 4th Hokage? Look at the picture over there, said Naruto, pointing towards the direction on which Minato's picture was. Why do I have his skin tan? Why do I have his eyes? Why do I have his pointy blonde hair? Am I his son? Am I the one he used to seal the Biju in? As the people said? How did you... It's easy now. I connected the dots. You told me the 4th Hokage and his family died. They were only husband and wife who had a child at that day, who was never known. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. His wife's name was Kushina Uzumaki. How could I have been so stupid? Anyone be so stupid? The answer was in front. Naruto, something is wrong with you, son. You're talking differently. Am I or am I not telling the truth? Tell me. And for God's sake, stop lying, Gigi. You're telling the truth, Naruto. But something has happened to you. We have to get you checked. No. Everything is fine. I am fine. Because I now know and realize that you and every one of the rest have been keeping this from me. All of you have been. No, son, wait. Listen. As Naruto raised his hand, I don't have anything left to listen to you. As Naruto was about to leave, he thought for a moment and then stopped. What is it? Thank you, Naruto. What happened to you might be the cause that you are acting like this. Yes, you are their son, but it was their will that you only realized this once you become a shinobi, because their enemies were outside and they could have harmed you, Eva and Kumo. How did you... It's obvious. Iwa hates the fourth because of the massacre he did. Uzumaki's and Kumo never got along, and the Red Death of Konoha, she especially hated Kumo. Those two were the enemies that could have come after me, right? Yes, but what about those people from within? There are a lot of corrupt people here. I can still hear them laughing all the way from the broken kunai bar on the 5th Street. They're there celebrating my death. Wait right here, Naruto. Anbus! As an Anbus squadron team arrived, go and find them and bring them here. All of them! Seize that bar! And so that is what happened. After a bit of some time, Naruto and Hiruzen arrived there. Can you identify them? As Naruto identified the leader and the rest one by one, as the whole 20 group of mob people were found and arrested. How did you survive? You gave me this gift in life. What are you talking about? I ended you. Well, here I am, haunting you as a ghost then. Leave me, I'm gonna kick this son of a bitch's ass, said the man, trying to break free, but he couldn't. Naruto, enough. Now, are you happy and calm? No, I'm not calm. For the past years, I've been hated by people of Konoha. They deserve to know who I am. Not now, Naruto. If they find out, there is a high chance the rest of the elemental nation as well will. What do you think will happen then, huh? You will become a huge target. I guess you're right, but I want my heritage, because I can't live in a dump anymore. And so, Naruto was granted his parents' home, as well as their wealth and fortune. Many of the civilian council members tried to become his guardian so that they could hoard off the funds, but Naruto told them that he would be able to do that all by himself. Even Hiruzen was shocked when Naruto said that, and even asked him, how are you gonna do that, Naruto? Simple. I'm gonna use my mind over here. How else? Naruto bought in some few books from, the library and began to read them about the said topic. And after doing that, Naruto then began to utilize them, and the money that he had left from his parents, which was 4 million views, turned into 10 million by the age of 10. While Naruto continued to do that, he also was training because he knew that the threat from within and outside still lingers. He was rich, and because of that, a lot of people who couldn't digest that, who hated him earlier, now wanted it and wanted him gone. So, what did Naruto do? Whenever a mercenary tried to attack him or infiltrate his home, Naruto, who had learned and mastered the basics of Fuinjutsu and had become a tuning level in the Fuinjutsu arts, would place down the seals that would capture his intruders, and then Naruto would experiment on them the same brutal way that Orochimaru did. He was doing this for his own reasons, and not a single assassin or mercenary that Konoha's people who hated him hired was seen. It got so bad that in a secluded meeting, the council members met. Yet another assassin failed, said Mibuki Haruno, as the others also took off their hood, revealing themselves to be the civilian council members, as Mibuki, who took off her hood last, and said, that is the 58th one. Within a year. Next year we will call some more, but then what? It will not be easy. That boy is cunning and becoming stronger as we speak, and richer. With that money, we can all be living a luxurious and easy life. He doesn't deserve that money. He is a no-good Jinchuriki, which Konoha owns as a property. Nothing more, nothing less. Naruto, unfortunately for them, was always one step ahead. He knew they would plan something, and so he waited. And that wait came to an end 2 days after, when a council meeting was called. And Naruto was standing there, not even being given a seat. As Mabuki Haruno began, I have called this meeting. You might be wondering for a reason why. It's simple. You, Naruto Uzumaki, are a Jinchuriki of Konoha, correct? Yes, I am. You know the laws of Konoha states that Jinchuriki is the property of Konoha, which means we own you, boy, and the money that you are hoarding off. Hand that assets over, and be a little good pet that you are bound to be. You know, The laws of Konoha were created, but nobody followed them. What about the laws that say that if a councilman is found to be plotting something against the Kage, as well as plotting something against a member of the village, even stealing, is said to be bound to be killed and his family to be banished, Mibuki-san? Yes, we are aware. Are you saying that we are the one of those? What about all of those? I have proofs, Hokage-sama. As Naruto slapped his hands together on his knees and got up. Right, here they are. As Naruto, using a Fuinjutsu seal, brought out a folder. You see, while you were plotting my death and a loophole for the past 2 days, so was I. You started this game, remember? What is going on here? Said Koharu as she stood up. Is this some sort of chess game, boy? This is not. This is the council and we shall... Shut up and sit down, lady. Let me finish. As Koharu, who was stunned, sat down, as Naruto then said, you see these files? These are the assets that this woman and her accomplices have stolen. More than 50 million in funds since she has become a councilwoman have been taken each and every year since my father was in charge. And what did in the end happen? All of them went nowhere. The people's life didn't change. And she has been hoarding them off, going on vacations and enjoying herself. And this is a receipt of her account that I went to the bank and he fortunately was able to give me. What? No, this is forged. Lie. It has a stamp of Konoha's bank seal. It isn't a lie. And what about this? This is the Bank of Land of Fire. The biggest bank in the whole Land of Fire itself, whose documents and seals can't be forged. This is a document of data that I was able to get there. How? Simple. I hand it into you and also use your hand signatures. It took me a few minutes to copy them fluently and the method and the way you speak of. It was quite tough in the beginning, but I got used to it and so I was able to get them. As Hiruzen and the rest of the Shinobi Council members looked towards Mibuki, who looked pale. One color was coming to her face while the other went away. She was now caught red-handed. The councilman behind her then said, how could you do this to us? All that money belonged to the people of Konoha. You bitch! And one by one, they all began to cut her off. Even her own husband stood and slapped her. I divorce you. You are going to ruin mine and Sakura's life. Oh, but hold on, Mr. Haruno. How about your own assets that you have in your wife's name? He owns a casino that he built from the money that he and his wife stole. And not only that, Naruto began to bring out files after files on each and every member. Their heinous crimes, their offshore accounts, everything to the last minute detail. As Naruto then said, this is what you have stolen from the Land of Fire Daimyo as well. You can't leave the Land of Fire because this is their arrest warrant and their execution order as well. And now they all went ash white because Naruto was this far ahead. Danzo was stunned even. And so was Hiruzen. Naruto, how did you achieve this? Simple. I learned that I couldn't use basic clones, so I experimented and from Fuinjutsu was able to learn the arts of the Shadow Clone. And I learned that they are quite a useful tool, not just a jutsu. And I used it as a tool for those who were plotting against me. Now, I ask this council of Konoha, am I really the property? Or are they the ones who stole it? And your enemies? Who are you going to listen to more? Oh, and one more thing. As for the Kyuubi, here, this is a seal in which I have trapped its soul. You can take it and give it to anyone else. Would you give it to your daughter and make her the Jinchuriki? Mibuki, who couldn't speak, looked down. Would you? Any one of you? They all remained silent. Then why was I chosen? Why did my father choose me? 2 reasons. One, he knew. He knew who you are and what's in your heart because you did not have the guts to do what he did. And second, not a single person here, not even you, Hiruzen Sarutobi-sama, can hold the Kyuubi off. The only reason I can is because I'm an Uzumaki. The Uzumaki clan have the highest tolerance and the highest chakra reserves, and that is why they are the perfect fit for the Kyuubi's Jinchuriki. Otherwise, what you have seen in Suna might have happened here, or much worse. The Kyuubi might have finished the job, but it was aiming to finish from the get-go. As now that the mic drop happened, Naruto then said, "Next time you come after me, know this, if I let the Biju go, there will be nothing you can do to stop it. Because there is no more Minato no Mikaze here who is selfless enough to protect you all. Is that going to be enough, Hokage-sama?" "Yes, Naruto, you can leave." And once Naruto left, the council, they were brought in to the land of fire. Their families were tarnished and banished, as those who were accused only they were executed, while the rest, they lived in shame. Back in Konoha, now they realized that they might have messed up. Naruto Uzumaki was actually someone who they shouldn't mess with, because that boy, if wanting to revenge, would go so far that his enemies would be killed by the hands of other people without even lifting his own finger. And that scared them. Even scared Hiruzen and the others. As inside Hiruzen's office, he was thinking of what has happened in the past few months and years. Naruto, who was 10, got into an accident at the age of 6. Within 4 years, he was able to build, from the money that his parents left him, huge amount of assets, and not only that, become a genius so much that whoever tries to mess with him ends up paying with their life, and he didn't even lift a single finger to cast a jutsu. As if he was in this thought, Danzo Shimura came. "Hello there, Hiruzen." "Ah, Danzo, what can I do for you?" "Simple. I want to know what is wrong with Naruto Uzumaki. Why is he like this? Because from what I have heard or know about, the boy changed when he was 6, and since then he has been like this. He was attacked by a mob. They threw him after bringing him to Orochimaru's abandoned facility that we later found, beated him there, and then threw him inside a container with a liquid in it. A blue liquid. Nobody knows what it is. And Naruto? Well, he got out and left, and you were not able to bring a sample. We arrived there only to find that the whole tube was bone dry. The drops that were there were so dry that if we tried to scratch off even the dried off evidence, it would just crack the glass. And you mean to say that that dangerous liquid was able to be absorbed by that boy's body?" "Yes. Yes, it was. Only one person can tell us, Hiruzen. You and I both know. We have no other choice. Not him. It's not about him anymore. It's about the safety of the rest of us. The council, yes, they did wrong, but the way they were systematically destroyed, without even giving them any chance or loophole to escape from, it's threatening, Hiruzen. And even by my standards, quite scary. Inaccuracy. Something I both can praise and fear. And I ask you this. We have to make sure that the boy never, ever does this again. We have to ask him what it was, and how can we cure him. Naruto doesn't want to be cured. It's not about him anymore, Hiruzen. What if anyone sneezes at him wrong next? He's gonna make sure that he pays. The boy might have a baggage, but he cannot threaten Konoha like this. You're right. He can't. And we're gonna make sure he doesn't. Naruto is someone who I can trust. If I ask him, I know he will. You can do that. But we need to speak with Orochimaru to find out at least what it is. Alright. Alright. Let's go and talk to Jiraiya first. I'll send for him. He'll be able to get in touch with Orochimaru. They might be enemies by now, but at once they were teammates and friends. I know Orochimaru would not deny him. And so, cut to a week later, we see Jiraiya, who had been brought in and sent now, was standing next to the trees in a abandoned roadway between the rice country and a huge forest. As from the forest within, walked out Orochimaru. This is a pleasant surprise, Orochimaru. You coming out of the trees, your natural habitat. Quit joking around, Jiraiya. You called me here for some reason, haven't you? What is it? You said that there was something that might be keen to my eyes. Your project worked. Now tell us what it was. What are you talking to, you dumb nut? I'm talking about the facility near the first of that second gate. What about it? You found it now? Actually, a few years ago, or to be precise. And by some civilians who dragged over Jinchuriki there, beated him and threw him into a tube which had blue liquid in it. There still was some left? Said Orochimaru with a frown on his face. What do you mean by that? That liquid is quite dangerous. Where is it? I'm coming with you. What? Are you insane? Look. Everything aside, that thing needs to be destroyed, said Orochimaru with a bit of fear in his voice and eyes. That thing is dangerous, an abomination that I somehow accidentally created. I thought I had destroyed it everywhere. Damn it. So there was some left. We have to go and destroy it. No. Naruto, the Jinchuriki, was thrown into it, and his body absorbed everything. Bullshit. There's no way that could have happened. That thing burns everything, even the rust and metal itself. How can a human flesh and bone survive that? I don't believe it. Calm down. What is it? It's the toxic NX1 formula that I created. It was made out of radioactive material. Everything that could kill a human being within contact within 10 minutes to 1 day. It shouldn't have worked. That chemical was made to torture people. It wasn't made to give anything to people. I have to go and see him now. This is serious, Jiraiya. The one your Jinchuriki or whatever he is, the one with this, he's a walking, ticking time bomb. I have to see him. And now Jiraiya, realizing the desperation in Orochimaru's voice, who he has never heard this disturbed before, agreed. And so Orochimaru was in Konoha now. It's a pleasant surprise to see you here, Orochimaru. Enough. Can you please bring in the child? And so the 10-year-old boy came in, as he looked around and then looked towards Orochimaru and Jiraiya. So my godfather is here, and it is friend turned enemy. What can I do for you, Orochimaru, Jiraiya. Simple. I want to know, how did you survive the toxic NX1 chemical? I don't know what it was. I was thrown into it. I felt pain at first, and then nothing. When I was able to get conscious, I found out that I had heightened senses. My alertness was on all-time high. I need to do some tests, if that is okay with you. I brought in my equipment. Fine. And so, Naruto allowed him to take some blood samples and conduct tests. Orochimaru there in their lab did this. And after day in and night out of research, on the 5th day, Orochimaru, what he found was baffled with. Sensei, you need to see this. What is it, Orochimaru? Did you find something? Something? It's a miracle. I don't know how, but turns out the Uzumaki genes are tolerant to this chemical. I created somewhat. Look, as he poked Jiraiya's finger. What the? I needed blood sample. I already tested mine. As he dropped it within and put it Hiruzen under microscope to see. See? Jiraiya's blood cells are being destroyed as we speak, meaning his DNA is being erased. Wow. What a nice thing to say. I'm not joking here, Jiraiya. Look. And so they both did, as within seconds, Jiraiya's blood was no there. Now look at Naruto's. As Naruto's blood sample was dropped on a new sample of the chemical, and at first the blood seemed to burn and turn black until the whole thing turned into black, and then finally red as if nothing happened. It absorbs and adapts. Now look carefully within. As they saw, the activity within the blood was heightened. Everything was. I need to do some brain exams. Inoichi Yamanaka, he would be a perfect fit. Bring Naruto in, please. And for the next 8 hours, that is what was done. As Inoichi, who came outside and gave reports, was baffled and shocked. And after conducting some even further tests with proof, both of them presented it to Hiruzen and the others. Normally, a shinobi and humans might work up to 3 to 5%. The rest is vacant. not in use. The chemical, it heightened his senses and mind so much that it unlocked all of it. His mind is unlocked completely, to the point that he is he is using his full potential, which shouldn't be possible humanly. We are not supposed to do this. What he is doing. What is he doing? Think about it. He has a mind that thinks like a machine. If machine had a mind of its own that was huge as this world, even more than that. In a sense, he is a god, a human formed god. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. This chemical who was supposed to be a death trap has turned into a miracle serum for him that turned him into a superhuman. Be very careful and wary of that child, Sensei, because mark my word, if anyone threatens him, he might end them. And unfortunately, the people of Konoha, who still were in fear of Naruto, were approached by an organization who had come to realize that a lot of assassins have disappeared there and were hired by a bunch of mob. At first the people denied until some people who still hated the kid but were in fear of him called them because it was their death wish. Alright, we told you everything, said the person who revealed everything to the people known as Akatsuki, as they were the ones who were asking about and wanted to deal with him. I'm willing to pay you more, but please keep my name out of it, okay? Alright, it will be done. They were kind of shocked that everyone was afraid of a 10-year-old, but that shock came to an end when they tried to attack him. Naruto had been able to create wood golems like Taken 7's Mokujin, made from chakra itself, a life form made out of oak wood, and Punjitsu arts made chakra network that allowed its body to breathe, mimic, and attack everything. It was endless amount of chakra being taken to nature, so Naruto, who was seated there, allowed his Mokujin army to fight, and they had nothing to do aside from protecting Naruto. Not a life to lose, not a weapon to use, and they mimicked their opponents, and that was the thing. Even if they threw a Kekkei, it would be reversed, and that was how half of the Akatsuki that night got wiped out. Deidara, Sasori, Hidan, Kakazu, Kisame, all 5 were captured, while the rest, they beaten and bruised, escaped. After this arrest, Naruto arrived and alerted the others and told them what happened. Orochimaru, who knew about them, was shocked. They're Akatsuki. They're not good. What do you mean by that? They're a mercenary organization, right? Not just any mercenary organization. What did they want from you, Naruto? Tell them. They told me that they need Kyuubi. Simple as that. And I told them, here, I can give that to you, but they didn't trust me, so they attacked me, and I had to deal with them. Said Naruto. Poor little idiot souls. Half of them have to lose their life. But how did you beat them, Naruto? You don't look like you were in a fight. As Naruto clapped his hands, as behind him stood 2 wooden figures that looked like humanoid bodies. Meet Mokujins. The oak wood golems that I created. They are capable of mimicking any attack, Kekkei, and even Taijutsu style, and equally able to deliver blows. I delivered them and created them so that nobody would be strong enough to mess with me directly. And so Naruto turned and left. Orochimaru, who for the time being was at truce with Konoha, then said, I told you the kid is dangerous. He's evolving at a rapid rate. What do you think it would be, Orochimaru? Said Inoichi. I do not know, Inoichi. Whatever it is, his mind, it's increasingly growing. Even at 100%, it's evolving too fast. It's scary. The strongest organization. They were outclassed. While on the other side, the Akatsuki was in fear because they realized that Naruto knew they would be coming, and even told them the name of a person and how much money was given to them, and knew each and every one of their background. Zetsu and Obito, the only people he couldn't guess, were afraid. What are we gonna do? Half of our team is destroyed. What else? We have to lick our wounds and hide for the time being. Naruto Uzumaki is strong. So strong that we underestimated him, and royally so. We need to assess and then attack our enemy. How about we rile up the others? It's impossible. The boy has been heavily investing, Obito, into the other villages, so much so that he is on good terms with their daimyos, and their daimyos who now own the villages through him now have to bow down to him. Damn that bastard! How is he doing this? Money. He knows that's the only thing that these people in higher up power listen to. So, he made that. He made that so much that nobody would be able to question him. He's smart, clever, dangerously so. He doesn't want direct altercation or fight, but he will crush you in other ways. So if we go to them, it's a death wish. We can't do that, Obito. But half of our forces are lost. The funds are drained. What are we gonna do? We have to think this through. And as you said, we have to hide and lick our wounds. But that did not happen because they forgot a crucial thing. Orochimaru was there and he was a part of them. Knowing their base, Naruto sent his Mokujins alongside with Jiraiya and the rest of the Konoha Zanbus, and they were dealt with, arrested and caught. Obito's mask was unveiled and Naruto, he was brought there in front of them as everything was being played out. Obito obviously had let his heart out, revealing how he did what he did and how in the end it will be the only thing to peace. As Naruto said, that is bullshit. There are major flaws in your plan, both scientifically as well as through shinobi way. How? That is a fuinjutsu art that you're trying to use in the form of a genjutsu, and its only goal is to transfer the chakra into the tree from the rest of the world, and even stealing it from you all who will be in cocoons living the dream life. It will turn into a fruit or something in the one form. It has to be. Now, Zetsu, I did some research and found out that you have been sighted throughout the history of Konoha. Can you please check his mind, Inuichi-san? No, stay away from me. But Inuichi, who was given an order, checked and was able to find the most heinous and vicious crimes, so much so that his gut twisted and he had to barf. Oh my god, this sick bastard! What did you find, Inuichi? All these wars, all that clan wars, all that madness starting from the sage himself was because of him. He was the one behind this. And he has used everyone in like a pawn. Even you, you dumb idiot. So what? So what if you found out? There is an army of me out there that I will transfer my soul and consciousness into. You dumb fuck. You think I'll be stupid enough to let you leave? The chakra suppressors you see are my own mate. If you try to Henji as much, there is a Reaper that seal trigger within it, with a part of my blood clone that is ready to sacrifice there. As soon as you do, you will be going down to Shinigami, not back to your body. So be very careful. And now everyone, even in Konoha, was afraid, because here was someone who has combined the two most vicious techniques into one, and was confidently boasting about it. Look, I don't like to get my hands dirty. That is why I created this, said Naruto, assuring them. If you don't mess with me, I won't use it on you. Simple as that. And as for you, Akatsuki members, your plan is foiled. There's nothing you can do about it. Don't test me or my patience anymore, because I'm all out of it. If that is all, then I'm leaving. You're nothing more than pages of history that I created, boy. All of you! Heed my warning. The Otsuzukis will come. Then let them. I'll deal with them. You have given me a warning, and I'll heed your warning and be preparing from now on. Doesn't matter if it takes them a year, 6 months, or even 1 year. I will have plans, and those plans will have backup plans, and those backups will have backups and backups and backups. It is a never-ending cycle. Never-ending one. In the end, know this. I am the one who will always win. Because I'm a winner. And with that, Naruto turned and left, leaving the Akatsuki disabled and rest of the Konoha in fear because they realized that Naruto, he scared the fuck out of even those who have existed even before that. If anyone even came, it will be welcoming death to them. And Naruto, he went to work. He increased his Mokujin army as well as began to draw in simulation plans on how to counter even the Akatsuki or Otsutsuki if they ever arose. While the other nations who were afraid couldn't do anything because they were under the foot of Naruto. Because Naruto owned their daimyos, because they bought huge amount of loans from him, and the daimyos, who they answered to, now answered to Naruto, indirectly to Konoha, which meant Konoha was on top. And even Danzo was afraid alongside the rest because Naruto was someone who has achieved it while at the age of 10 before even graduating the academy. While on the other side, the rest, they had spent their whole lives planning it. As this is where I will be leaving this short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it's quite different and Naruto didn't get to grow up. I know that as well, and now that I'm done with it, I feel it as well, but there might be a twist. There might come a story afterwards in which Naruto, is grown up and the Otsuzukis might come. But for that to happen, I need some plot. So do let me know if you guys want to see it. Leave a like and let's aim for 50 likes if you want to see it. And comment down as do the next part if you want to see it as well. So yeah, I might do it then. As for today, this is it. I hope you like this one. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.